In the heart of the lush, untamed forests of Umuaka, the ancient kingdom ruled by the mighty Igwe Ezendu, a forbidden love blooms. Adaana, the Igwe's only daughter, is both a jewel and a burden. Her beauty is unmatched, and her future is already decided. She will marry Prince Dike, the fearsome warrior from the neighboring kingdom, to cement her father's power. But Adaana's heart beats for another, Obinna, a humble but strong blacksmith who has known her since childhood. Their love is as old as the stars, as deep as the roots of the Iroko tree beneath which they often meet in secret, hidden from the eyes of the kingdom. Each stolen moment they share feels like a dream, yet they know it can never last. If anyone discovers their secret, it will be Obinna's death and Adaana's dishonor. But love, as powerful as it is, has a way of revealing itself. One fateful night, Adaana's younger brother overhears them whispering sweet promises beneath the moonlit sky. He is torn between loyalty to his sister and fear of their father's wrath. After a sleepless night, he runs straight to the Igwe. Igwe Ezendu is furious. He feels his entire kingdom is at risk. He cannot allow his daughter to ruin everything for a love that is beneath her. With cold determination, he demands that Adaana marry Prince Dike at once, and he orders Obinna's execution. The news crushes Adaana. She can't believe that the man she loves is being condemned to death simply for daring to love her. She confronts her father, pleading for mercy, but Igwe's decision is final. In the dead of night, Adaana and Obinna make plans to escape, to flee into the vast jungle and start a life far away from the kingdom that binds them. With the help of Maman and Kim, an old elder who has secretly supported their love, they gather supplies and make their way to a hidden path. But as they prepare to leave, the unthinkable happens. Someone betrays them. Adaana's younger brother, overcome with fear and loyalty to his father, tells the palace guards about their plan. Before dawn, Obinna is captured and bound in chains, dragged through the village like an animal. The sound of his screams pierces Adaana's heart. At the palace, Igwe Ezendu orders the public execution of Obinna at sunrise to make an example of him. Adaana's world shatters. She has no choice but to prepare for her wedding to Prince Dike, even though her soul is being ripped from her body. The grand courtyard is filled with villagers, dressed in their finest traditional cloths, but the air is thick with tension. Adaana stands at the altar, draped in coral beads, her heart heavy as the drum beats echo in the background. The elders chant blessings for the union, but there is no joy in her eyes. She looks at Prince Dike, but her mind is only with Obinna. Just as the ritual begins, a loud horn sounds in the distance, cutting through the tension like a knife. A scream rises from the crowd. Obinna has escaped! Adaana's heart skips a beat. She runs from the altar, pushing past the bewildered guests. As she reaches the ancestral shrine, where the gods are believed to watch over the land, she finds Obinna, battered but alive. His eyes are wild with fear, but his love for her burns brighter than ever. The air is thick with suspense as Prince Dike emerges from the shadows, his sword drawn, determined to end this rebellion. He dies today, and you will marry me, Dike commands, his voice cold and menacing. But Adaana steps forward, her face a mask of defiance. In her hand, she grips an ancestral dagger, passed down through generations of her family. If he dies, she says, her voice trembling with power, then I die too. The winds begin to howl, and the torches around them flicker as if the gods themselves are watching. The ground trembles as the spirits of their ancestors seem to stir, whispering through the trees. Igwe Ezendu watches from a distance, his face unreadable, torn between his duty to his kingdom and his love for his daughter. For a long moment, no one moves. The tension is unbearable. Finally, with a heavy heart, Igwe steps forward. If love is what the gods demand, then love it shall be, he says. With a wave of his hand, the warriors lower their spears. He calls off the execution and turns to Adaana. But you must leave this kingdom. Your place is not here anymore. Adaana and Obinna, now free, exchange a final tender kiss before walking away into the jungle. As they disappear into the dense trees, their love now unbroken and unyielding, the villagers watch in stunned silence. They were bound by blood, by duty, by tradition, But in the end, love was their only true bond, and it was stronger than anything the kingdom could ever hold over them.